everyone, this is Terry Grace. Welcome to my channel. So I'm still working on the Land of the Free, the Legit Kit, the Eagle, and I'm moving on down to the mountains. So I just want to show you how I'm doing the beginning of the mountain. Any products I mention, again, I'm not affiliated with any of them. I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's just what I choose to keep in my quilt studio. So I'm using a stencil here. I'm marking. As you can see, I'm starting to do some marking here in this section of the quilt. I'm using the blue Mark Be Gone pen, and to erase it later on, I like to use the blue line eraser, and I'm using the applicator pen, and I just go along the line and it takes it out really well. So I'm using a stencil to mark this. I went and purchased Selenium's Ultimate Background Fill stencils. So I'm using one of her stencils. You can use a ruler, to mark this, but this is so much easier. I like her. It comes in 3 different sizes. So once I have all this marked, and I'm going also to be doing right angles to get squares, which I will show you in a second. So I'm not filming stitching this because I prefer to look directly straight down when I'm doing parallel lines like this to make sure they're lined up. And the camera is, the way I have it is situated on the long arm, it's kind of in my way. So once this is all marked and stitched, it will look like this. Because I did this one section, this is finished. I decided to go, I mentioned in the previous video, straight lines for the mountains to contrast with the sky and the flowy movements of the wind. So if you're new to long arming and marking with stencils and stuff, I just want to point out, I wanted squares here. So if you look at this angle of the eagle, if I went the line parallel with this, it wouldn't have been, the square would have been off. So if you notice, it's more narrow here than it is on the bottom. So keep that in mind when you're marking. I purposely moved the line over so it wouldn't be as pronounced. I think it would have been more obvious if I had started marking this line closer to the eagle. Okay, I started marking the next section, and again, I'm using one of Selenium's stencils. I'm lining it up with the edge of the quilt here to make sure I get a right angle. And I will start stitching and put the music on. So my next video, I'll be covering stitching the eagle's feathers and the eagle's head. So if you don't want to miss that, please press the subscribe button so you'll be notified. And if you like this video, please click on the like button. And I'd like to thank you for watching, and everybody have a great day. Thank you.